welcome to another round of Sports Views. Tonight I'm conducting a 2022 Scotiabank CONCACAF Champions League mock draw because why not? Surprise video, kind of. You asked for it. I said I wanted to do it. You said let's do it. And there you go. So, mock draw. We'll see what the bracket could look like. And I'll also predict the bracket as I draw from what I get. Pot A, pot B sitting in this bag over here. We'll pour it into the shoebox. Yeah, we're using a shoebox, not a bowl, but it is what it is. And a different rule here. Whoever I draw for that position, especially the A pot, will go into that position. We are not doing a special position drawing like they do for the CONCACAF Champions League or CONCACAF League. Whoever ends up being drawn out will be A1, A2, so on and so forth. The only thing's different is if Montreal draws Forge, I'll draw another club. That club will get Montreal. Forge will go to the next open club. Same thing with Santos Laguna. If they draw Pumas, Leon, or Cruz Azul, I will draw another club. They would go to that, and the next open spot would get Santos Laguna, MLS, or Montreal. So let's start off with pot A. Here we go. A1, who do we get? That's enough. All right. And allow me for it being Easter eggs. Allow me. Cruz Azul of Mexico. They sit there. Good. A2. Of course, Cruz Azul qualified by winning the Guardianes Clausura of 2021, breaking a long drought. A2. CF Montreal of Canada got in by beating Toronto FC in the 2021 Canadian Championship final a couple of weeks ago. A3. All right, here's A3. A3 will be, folded this one a bit too much, eh? Seattle Sounders FC of the USA, qualified by being the third best team in MLS, best team not to win their opposite conference, or win the Supporters Shield, or win MLS Cup. Best team not already qualified, third place in the Shield rankings. A4. All right. Let me tell you, the colors have nothing to do with this. I blindly put these in each egg after I folded them. I folded them, then started putting these in each ball/egg. We have Colorado Rapids of the USA, qualified by winning the Western Conference opposite the Shield winner. A5. This is a totally blind draw, okay? I made sure of that. I would never steer you wrong. A5. Trust me, I would never steer y'all wrong. A5, New England Revolution, the 2021 Supporters Shield champions. A6. All right. We got New York City FC, newly crowned 2021 MLS Cup champions of the USA. A7, we have two more. As I can see, I think it's Pumas and Club Leon who are left. Pumas and Club Leon. All right. Will it be Pumas or Club Leon? Which one will it be? A7, Club Leon of Mexico. the 2020 Guardianes Apertura winners. And, of course, we don't have to spin this one around. A8 should be Pumas Unam. Yes, Pumas Unam of Mexico, which is the 2020 Guardianes Apertura winner. Or loser, I should say. They lost to Club Leon. That's all of them, right? 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, cool. And we'll put all these back in there. 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Hey, that worked. Close that one, too. Boom. Okay. Pot 2. The funner. The more fun pot. Which has Santos Laguna, Santos Nehuapolis, Motagua, Saprissa, IS Cavali of Haiti, Comunicaciones FC, Guastatoya, and Forge FC. Here we go with the first pot, the pot B. B1, possibly. Could be something else. We got a green. This will be B1. All right. We got IS Cavali versus Cruz Azul in match 1. IS Cavali of Haiti won the Caribbean Club Championship 2021. And that's how they qualified. The team to face CF Montreal, B2. Still, Forge is in there, so that could easily be all right. What do we got? Comunicaciones FC of Guatemala, finalist in the 2021 CONCACAF League. We don't know if they'll win or lose, but they are, as it stands, winning that tie. So it'll be Montreal versus Comunicaciones in the round of 16. And I'll predict these as we go. Next up, Seattle Sounders in the USA. All right. We got... for A3, Forge FC of Canada, the better losing semifinalist in the 2021 CONCACAF League. So Seattle versus Forge. Honestly, I could see an upset there, but let me think about it. I don't like that draw. If I was a Forge fan, I would not like that draw, but it's better than getting a Mexican team. I am a Forge fan, but you know what I mean. If I was a Forge, well, I am a Forge fan, but if I were you, I would not like that draw either. Which I am you, but you get my point. That one does not count. Hold on. Let me make sure that was one. I guess since it... Let's just mix again. This will be for A4, okay? That did not count as a draw, okay? I didn't even see who was in that one. I just knew some was in there. Some popped out. That doesn't count as a pick, okay? I have to pick it out with my hand. All right. For Colorado Rapids, we get A4. Santos Nehuapolis of Costa Rica. Best losing quarterfinalist of the CONCACAF League. So that's A4. Colorado Rapids versus Santos Nehuapolis. At least that's what I'm in my mock draw, of course. All right. A5. That would suck if the next draw. All right. A5. Possibly we could have no problems here, but we could, depending on what happens. Deportivo Saprissa of Costa Rica versus New England Revolution. Deportivo Saprissa, the second best losing quarterfinalist in the 2021 CONCACAF League. Which means we have 3 teams left. And if it's not a Mexican team, if it's not Santos Laguna, the team that I draw will have to face Club Leon. They cannot face Club Leon or Pumas. So this is a problem here. Will we get Santos Laguna and make this easy on ourselves? Wouldn't be easy for New York, but there you go. FC Motagua of Honduras. Of course, in the CONCACAF League final. We don't know if they'll win or not, so they'll be facing Club Leon of Mexico. But as it stands, they're the team that's behind. So New York City FC will get Santos Laguna, but and of course Pumas will get Guastatoya. But will it be that easy? CD Guastatoya of Guatemala. Worst losing semifinalist to the 2021 CONCACAF League. They will be playing Pumas UNAM. And then finally, of course, we still have Santos Laguna, which we know will go to New York City FC, which is A6 or match 6. Santos Laguna of Mexico. New York City fans would not like that. Of course, Santos Laguna were the runners-up of the 2021 Guardianes Clausura, lost to Cruz Azul. So that means I will now pick what I think will happen in each matchup and go to the finals. So first off, match 1, Cruz Azul versus IS Cavali. For me, of course, Cruz Azul would win. It's just like Arcaid the 2021 Champions League. There's absolutely no way. Match 2, CF Montreal versus Comunicaciones FC. CF Montreal. I don't hate them that much. Well, I do hate them that much, but I do know I'm not stupid enough to say, hey, Montreal is going to lose to Guastatoya. That would be absolutely stupid. So, the first quarterfinal will be Cruz Azul versus CF Montreal. And we'll get back to that as it stands. Next up, match 3, Seattle Sounders versus Forge FC of Canada. Honestly, I could see an upset here. Rui Diaz is gone. Seattle's looking like they're losing their mojo. Hell, Forge would play better soccer, football than Real Salt Lake. I say Forge goes through. Seattle loses a upset again once it comes to the Champions League. Next up, match 4. Honestly, the U.S. teams aren't really that strong. Santos de Guapiles versus Colorado Rapids. And honestly, Colorado Rapids would beat Santos de Guapiles. Santos is a good team, but Colorado is that good. So our second matchup, Forge, second quarterfinal, Forge versus Colorado. We'll get back to that. Match 5, New England Revolution versus Deportivo Saprissa. Even though they're losing Buchanan and Teal Bunbury, and they may get Sebastian Lletget, I don't know if that happened yet. New England will beat Saprissa. Saprissa is still having some problems, and I just don't think they could beat New England. Next up, New York City FC versus Santos Laguna. Honestly, I think New York City FC are going to be on a high after winning the cup. They believe they could beat Santos. They do. New York will beat Santos Laguna, which means the third quarterfinal will be a MLS quarterfinal. New York City versus New England, and a Northeastern derby. And finally, the final 2 round of 16 ties, Club Leon versus FC Motagua. I say Club Leon. I'd be stupid not to. Club Leon goes on to the quarterfinals, the final quarterfinal 4. And then finally, match 8 of the first round, Pumas versus Guastatoya. Pumas UNAM, they may suck, but actually they were better this season, but they'll probably get picked apart again after getting through to the semifinals. Pumas versus Club Leon in the 4th quarterfinal. Which means we have Cruz Azul versus CF Montreal, another Canadian opponent in the quarterfinals for Cruz Azul. Cruz Azul. Montreal isn't that good. Cruz Azul will go to the semifinals once again for the 2nd straight year after beating another Canadian opponent. Next up, Forge FC versus the Colorado Rapids. Honestly, I could see Forge playing great football against Colorado and going to the semifinals. That's a great draw, actually. Colorado, depending on what they do, they could beat Forge, but I still have faith in Forge to beat Colorado. So that means the semifinal will be Cruz Azul versus Forge FC. I hate to see how that one goes, but I think that's probably where the end of the road is for Forge, but we'll get to it. New England Revolution versus New York City FC in the quarterfinals. I think New York. Again, New England's losing players. New York just came off the cup. I think New York is better in health. They beat them on penalties with these great Shield-winning players. They'll beat them in the Champions League over 2 legs without those players. So, New York into the semifinals. And finally, Club León versus Pumas Unam. Club León. Club León, because, again, better team. They are in the final right now as we speak of the Apertura of 2021. They are in the Champions League again for 2023. I think this means, even if they lose, I think this means they're still a better team than Pumas. And I believe so. Club León goes to the semifinal against New York City FC. Next up, Cruz Azul versus Forge FC. And I dropped it like it's knowing they're going to get blown out. Cruz Azul versus Forge FC. Sadly, I love Forge FC. They're my Canadian Premier League club. But Cruz Azul, I think Forge could keep it close, but they're going to lose at some point. Kind of like the Motagua tie. Cruz Azul to the final. And then finally, New York City FC versus Club León. I have to say it, Club León. I think Club León under Ariel Holan is a better club than they were under Ambriz. I don't think they would choke. And I just see Club León going to the final, which means our final of the 2022 Champions League, if this was the actual bracket and what happens, would be Club León versus Cruz Azul over a 2-leg span. They're back to the 2 legs for this year and 2023 spring. I got to say Club León. I think they're better. I think they're better right now. Cruz Azul's hit a bottom out with Reynoso. And honestly, I just don't see it for Cruz Azul. So Club León will win their first CONCACAF Champions League under Ariel Holan if this bracket was legit and what happened in this bracket would happen. But honestly, they're a favorite anyway. I wouldn't be shocked. But with this bracket that I drew, Club León would be the champion. And that's a pretty worthy champion. I would like that. I want to see León fans happy. I know Lions Den podcast would be happy with that. Honestly, I'd be happy for them too. I still don't want a team from MLS winning the Champions League before Toronto. But hey, if it happens, it happens. But León would be a good champion to see in the CONCACAF Champions League. So with that being said, if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Tomorrow, of course, I have a live watch-along in RSR for the CONCACAF League Final. Comunicaciones FC versus Motagua. Second leg, the season finale of RSR. There will be a best-of reel at the end of that episode, the RSR. So I hope you enjoy that. And then on Wednesday, I still have to do a live watch-along for the actual CONCACAF Champions League draw. I hope you enjoy that as well. And that'll be a good way to finally end the season, even though RSR season would already be ended. Technically, the live stream for the draw is the season finale for Watch a Match for Season 1. Or watch-alongs for Season 1. The actual title's Watch a Match with Ryan Anderson, the series title, but there you go. So that's the series finale for that. Or season finale, I should say. Not series. We're not done yet. Season of Season 1. Season 2 would start next year. And there you go. So if you like this video, like it, share, subscribe. You know what it is. Tell all your friends. Support the channel if you want to. Check out my Patreon. $5, $10, or $20 a month. Anything's appreciated. Also, you could wait for my YouTube memberships. $1.99 or $5.99. We'll make those tiers work out at the start of the year, New Year. So that'll be great. If you want to support, subscribe, hit that big red bell notification, hit that like button, comment, super chats on the live streams, put this in playlist, share with your friends and family, all that great stuff. Hopefully you enjoyed this mock draw and understood it was a mock draw. If not, well, I may just end up in another Mexican media article like I did with that fake Cordova rumor, which I didn't write. That was Oscar. But, hey, any publicity is good publicity. So with that, and nobody called me out for it being on that article. I don't know why. Bills fans were more pissed off at me than Mexican fans. So whatever. There you go. I'm Ryan and I'm out. Peace. See you later. See you Tuesday night. Let's go out with a bang. And Wednesday night. But let's go out with a bang. Peace.